Hello fellow humans. Today, I'll be showing you all how to use Bungeecord. If you've ever seen a server like Hypixel, where it manages to link servers together, allowing you to warp from, for example, the lobby server to a Skyblock server without leaving Hypixel, the way it's done is using a tool called Bungeecord. The way it works is that a player joins a server called a proxy server, which runs Bungeecord. The proxy server immediately redirects the player to a lobby server, and whenever the player wants to join a game mode like Skywars from the lobby tells the proxy server to redirect the player. You'll need at least 3 servers to set up Bungeecord, one of which only needs to have 1GB of RAM or sometimes even less to set up Bungeecord properly. The 1GB server will be the proxy one will be a lobby, and the other will be your game mode. Obviously, you can use more than 3 servers, and you can also technically use 2, but there would be no point. With that said, let's begin the tutorial. Step 1. Creating your proxy server. Let's start by creating your proxy server, also known as the Bungeecord server. This server will run the Bungeecord jar file, not Spigot or Paper. This server is very lightweight and only manages player connections, so unless you're on a huge server, you'll only need to give the server about 1GB of RAM. Edit the config.yml file. The first thing you'll want to do is update your host. You'll usually be able to keep the IP as 0.0.0.0 as it will recognize it, but you will have to change the port to whatever port your server has. In this case it's 25565, so I can leave it as it is. If you don't know what ports your server has, ask your server hosting provider. If you encounter any errors, try manually setting the IP address instead of making it 0.0.0.0, however it will usually work fine. Next, set max players to what you want the player limit to be shown as on the multiplayer screen. Do note that this number is fake and is only what is displayed. You'll want to edit player limit to set the actual max player limit. Then, set your MOTD. This is the text displayed underneath the server name on the multiplayer screen. Priorities is what servers for the proxy to prioritize sending you to. Set the first one to your lobby, and if you have a backup lobby, you can add those underneath it, but I'll leave mine as just lobby. After that is permissions, which is what admins and members should be able to do in regards to Bungeecord. I recommend leaving it as it is, especially since it's a better idea to do this with the Luck Perms plugin, which I have made a tutorial on. It is linked in the description. Next off is forward_support. If you plan on running mods in your server, set this to true. If you plan on running plugins instead, which I highly recommend, set this to false. Lastly is servers. Here's where you'll configure servers on your network. First off, write the name, in this case I'll write lobby, then the IP address and port under address, then the MOTD under MOTD, and if you enable restricted, it means only admins can join the server. This would be useful for a testing server, but otherwise would be recommended to be kept off. Do this for all of your servers except for the proxy. Step 2. Configuring your other servers. Now that you configured your proxy, you'll have to configure the other servers. Do note, your other servers should use Spigot, Paper, or any other bucket-based jar unless you're running Forge mods, not Bungeecord as a server jar. I repeat, do not set the jar of your non-proxy server to Bungeecord. Only the proxy server should have that jar. To make the servers connect to the proxy, go to one of your Spigot servers and open up the spigot.yml file. Change the Bungeecord from false to true. Save the file, and go to bucket.yml. Edit your connection throttle to -1 to disable it, as Bungeecord will be handling this. Save the file and edit your server.properties file. Change online mode to false, as Bungeecord will be handling connection to the Minecraft API. Disabling online mode will not make the server cracked, unless you do so on the proxy as well. Repeat this on all of your servers except for the proxy. Step 3. Switching between servers, server security, and permissions. To switch between servers, you can use the /server command. To do this with the NPCs and or other GUIs like Hypixel does, you can use a plugin like Citizens, Bungie NPC, and Deluxe menus for GUIs. You can set up the Bungeeguard plugin in the proxy server to improve your server security. This plugin is to be installed in the proxy server, not the Spigot servers. Additionally, if you want to make it so the permission nodes and ranks are shared between servers, so if you have a VIP rank on one server, you get it on all servers, I recommend using a MySQL database to link the files together between servers. However, I will not be covering this today as it's a whole other topic, but please tell me if you want the video made. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any other questions, make sure to join my Discord server linked in the description. If you learned something, please do like and subscribe, as it helps a lot.